Hello and welcome to TheProPlebNoob and welcome back to Benny's Circus Entertainment Origins. We last left off, we absolutely powered through and conquered night number 7, the game's max mode. And with that, unlocked night number 8, the final night, which I didn't know existed. And that's what we're going to be doing today, I guess. So let's click on it. Night number 8. I have no idea. Okay, was the night color always red and blue? Because I think it's going to be a mimic boss fight, right? Surely? Because it doesn't make sense to be anything, like, less than that, you know? Alright, when Leonard the Clown appears in your hallway... always turn off the lights. When Leonard appears at your doors, always stare at Leonard. When random anomalies appear in your office, do not stare at them for too long. If you stare at them for too long, they will kill you or annoy you. Always turn off the lights when any anomalies do appear. Okay, who else is active? Is everyone else active? What the hell? Okay, wait. What is this? Signal jammer. What is everyone moving? Wait, have I lost my... No way I've lost this, I haven't lost the homing sequence, have I? Okay, I can't even read. Hey, Benny. Ow, okay. What? Have we lost the homing sequence? I need to be able to read... I can't read the control panel because the camera static keeps happening. Okay, what? So I'm assuming... No way they're still on max. No way they're still on max, right? Okay, so if Leonard shows up, who's a new clown, I guess, we need to shine him on the... Wait, is it don't shine or always shine? What is it? Always turn off the lights. When Leonard appears in your doors, always stare at Leonard. When Leonard appears in your office, do not stare at them for too long. If you stare at them for too long, they will kill you or annoy you. Okay. Now, what does the control panel do? Intermittent RF signal jammer, Bongo Circus Bear. Device that briefly scrambles animatronic signals so they can't move properly for a few seconds. Using the signal jammer may cause animatronics to become more aggressive. Jamming disrupts... Please let me read this. The communication signals force them to rely on their onboard AI instead of central control. This can lead to faster movement, unpredictable behavior. What? Wait, I'm so So we've lost the homing sequence now. So we've lost the homing sequence. That's gone. And now we have the control panel, which stalls the characters somehow? Oh boy, alright. And here I thought Night 7 was bad, and here I thought, oh boy, okay, this isn't looking too good, I'll be real. This does not fill me with a lot of confidence. Alright. So, with the control panel, so what did that say? So if I boot this up. Okay, so I gotta spam click this, so I can jam Benny there. But why would I want to do that if it makes him unpredictable? Right? So I think the mimic is dead, which is nice, at the very least. I also don't know, do I have audio? Is Chester still after me? Yeah, okay. I think the mimic is dead, as far as I'm aware. Ow. Okay, who are you? You're killing me somehow. Are you Leonard, or are you the anomaly? I think you're the anomaly, but I don't know how to... I don't even know what the anomalies are. Here's the thing. Alright, so I think the biggest hurdle of this is trying to figure out what the hell is happening. So I think I get the idea on the jamming sequence, but I don't know why we want to use it, right? Because, like, if they make their movement unpredictable... Like, it stops them for a few seconds, but it makes their movement unpredictable. So do I just want to boot that... Oh yeah, workstation unlawfully accessed by investigators from the Utah Police Department. Bypass via privilege escalation and network intrusion. Sarvain. Please let me read. Social Sullivan have enabled hidden functions. Under administrative control, system data is compromised. Some functions are outside operate normal things or whatever. Okay. Oh, you're an anomaly. There. That's it. What do I have to do with anomalies? Always turn off lights. Wait, are you an anomaly? Oh, that's you in my hallway. Oh, hey, you. Alright. I'm gonna stall forever. Are you... when anomalies appear in the office. Alright, I'm just gonna stall you forever. You're gonna burn my battery. Hey, wait. Okay, what am I supposed to do there? You're in my hallway. You're in my hallway. What? 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 What am I supposed to do there? Oh, no, I turn off the lights, don't I? Yeah, okay, that's my bad. I turned off the lights. Okay. So. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So we have... So I still gotta keep an eye on Chester. I still gotta deal with Kid Springy. I don't know why... So Bongo has a... I don't know why Bongo has a boot up. Because isn't Bongo the one... The control panel? Yeah, Bongo and Circus Bear. But aren't they stored by the audio? Manny and Patty. Okay. So I do notice the eyes in there, though. That is kind of spooky. So when it appears at the door, always stare. Appears in the hallway, turn off the lights. So that... Okay, so that was the random anomaly, then. So what happens if I boot this all the way up? And I jam that signal. So Benny is now jammed. I jammed Benny. Okay. Gonna jam Buddy too. Oop, lights off. Okay, that worked. Okay, that worked. Okay. That worked. Alright. That worked. I don't know why I don't have to jam Bongo or Circus Bear. No, okay, this is gonna get me here. No, okay. So I'm gonna be quick on that. I'm gonna not stay in the... Okay. I'm gonna not stay in the mod for too long. Alright, I think I'm getting the hang of it now. Now, I'm not sure... I think I just want to spam the jam button. I just want to keep them jammed, like, the whole time. I don't think there's any benefit, like... Because this, like, it makes them unpredictable, but, like, they're gonna get to my office anyway, right? So I want to jam them, like... I want to jam them... I can keep Circus Bear and Bongo with the audio. They're fine. I don't need to stall them. But the other four... I want to stall. And of course, Calamity and the rest of the gang are still there. Okay. So, I want to stall... Okay, how about a spam click you? Also, I can barely see. Okay, so I'm going to jam... I jammed all of you. That's gonna be a bit of a doozy, is the thing. I'm just keep that up the whole time. So I won't be able to see you anymore. Is that someone? No. Okay. I've got to be careful here. Okay, so to my hallway. Got to turn off the lights. I really don't want to lose the lights though. It should go away kind of fast. Alright, that's you guys gone. Okay. And we do unfortunately get forced like straight into it. I missed the lights. I missed the lights. Nah. Alright. I gotta remember. Go to the lights. The lights are the key. Go to the lights. Get the lights. Because we haven't used the lights that much. We barely used the lights in Night 7. Is the thing. We didn't really use the lights. But I think... They don't seem too aggressive, the other guys. Which is nice. I'm thinking. Maybe because they kind of need to not be, because there's no way I can deal with everybody all at once. I'm just gonna get cooked if that's the case. So, all right. So you guys show up. Takes a long time to jam them though. Okay. Time would probably for a few seconds, but it causes them to become more aggressive. So do I want to jam them? That's the thing. It doesn't even make sense. Like, if it gets them more aggressive, why do I want to jam them? Right? I mean, I can't drag them back is the big problem. I don't know, man. Okay. Like, you can see where... Ah! I gotta get that faster. I gotta get that faster. So you can stall him with the light, though. You can flash the light to stall him. But that was the first 40... Let me not use the jammer. I want to not use the jammer for a bit. Just don't use the jammer and see what happens. Oh, man. No, because so I think... No, I think I do want to use the jammer. I think it's a bit wrong when it says a few seconds, because there's no way that makes any sense in terms of gameplay, right? Because if it only stores them for a few seconds, it's not even worth it to do. As I stall like one at a time, I guess? Alright, let's stall Benny. Let's stall Benny. Alright, awesome. Just gonna stall... You know what, no, let's keep stalling all of them. I want to keep storing all of them. While we're here. And go you. Stare at you for a bit. So I gotta get on that light. I really, really do. Get that light fast. Okay, so that's you over there. Lights off. Awesome. Okay, so you're an instant go away. Nice. Just instantly leave me alone. Okay, you stay jammed for a good portion of time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Game over. Strangled to death. Okay, I don't think I can... No, I've got to check the hallway. That's how... Okay, damn. Okay. So, I think I have to check the hallway first every time, because that's why I can store them in the hallway. Because I can't turn off the light straight away, because I'm assuming if I do, that's what causes the strangulation. I think. So what happens if I have Springy and you at the same... Am I supposed to stall forever? I don't understand. Yeah, because I'm like, it's... I don't... Can you go away? What? I literally tapped on the glass, man. Oh, okay. No, so this is gonna be night... It's night 7, but even worse. Why would you do that? Why would you have that be a thing? That's so awful. Oh, man. Why would you do that, game? Why? I'll be real, I never like it when that happens. I never like it when a night is like, here's the max mode, and now here's the even harder max mode, because it takes away your first victory, because it's like, oh, you didn't really beat the hardest challenge, you beat the second hardest challenge. It's like, why? What do you get out of this? Why, man? Because... And now I don't even have the homing sequence. I haven't even got the homing sequence. Now I can't even see the stalling mechanic. And it just, like, the implication with the stalling mechanic, it doesn't even make sense. I honestly don't even think I want to stall. I'll be so real. I don't think I want to stall. Because what's the point? What's the point in stalling? They're just going to get more aggressive if I stall them for a couple of seconds. I can't know when they're going to show up. So I literally don't get what the game, like, the strategy is for this night. I guess I can stall... I'm going to stall Buddy. I mean, if there's one guy I'm going to stall, it's going to be Buddy, because he's the worst of the worst. Buddy's always the one that killed me the most. Like, and like, I can't even stall, like, Calamity and whatnot is the thing. Like, you've just made a worse homing sequence, is what you've done. You just give me a worse homing sequence. And they expect me to just be like, yeah, okay, I can do that. Like, no, I don't want to use a worse homing sequence. Yes, that stall already ran out there on Buddy. So it lasts, what, about like 20 seconds? Which is nowhere near enough time to do anything. So I'm just gonna stall Benny and Buddy. I think we're just gonna kinda keep... Okay, anomaly. Lights off. So this is another anomaly we got on the side as well. watch out for the mimic too. What? What? Did you just move in and I just died? Oh, what is this night, man? What is this night? Alright, I don't think we're gonna get anywhere without me logging in, I'll be so real. So I'm gonna do that, and we'll see how we go. Hi there, it's the ProPlebNoob. As you can see, we have not beaten Night 8, and truth be told, I don't think we're going to. You would have just seen about a 5:30 run that we got. I got that, about a couple hours ago, and I have not made it anywhere near close since. That's the first time I got past Michael, and then the puppet shows up, which I had no idea what to do with. I assumed, I don't know if you're just supposed to tank the puppet or you're supposed to turn off the light for a long period of time, but either way, I died to the Mimic, who I hate. My chud Mimic that I hate. Because this night is it's luck based. Like, it's fully just luck based is the thing. Like, you have to be quite skillful, but there's like, you just kind of die to some things that just feel so unfair. I don't know if they actually are unfair, because again, I don't know exactly how the systems are working, but like, pretty much you need to make it to 4 AM with Chester about more than halfway watched. If Chester's meter is not halfway watched, you won't be able to survive, because you need to get from 4 to 5 when Michael shows up, because if you stand in the office for too long with Michael, that's it, you die. He gets you. So what you need to do is you need to not be in the office, but like not facing the monitor. And of course that's a massive problem, because Chester and the audio guys are constantly wanting your attention. So you need to hope that Chester has enough audio prior, which is purely RNG dependent on the last 4 hours, because some of the hallway guys, like particularly Miss Springy and particularly Maddie and Patty, will stall for a bajillion years. I don't know why they do it. Like, it's one of the, I think the inconsistency of everything is what kind of annoys me the most. Because sometimes you have characters behave exactly as they're intended, and then sometimes they just don't, and I don't know why. Like, sometimes Miss Springy, Manny, and Patty will be in the hallway and they'll disappear relatively quickly. Other times, they'll stay there forever. And even like Leonard I thought was really chill. Honestly, I kind of liked him at the start, but as you go on, the guy can just teleport. I don't know why he can do that. Like, Leonard has a bunch of attacks, right? He can go to like the hallway or the door, and if he's at the door, you have to stare at him. Okay, that attack's really annoying because you have to react like super quickly if he laughs. I think if you're facing the hallway like at all, or like if you're on the hallway for too long, he'll get you. Like sometimes it feels like you have to react at like the speed of like, Mach 10 or something. But typically what happens is he attacks the hallway, and you flash him to stall the meter down, so it gives you time to get to the light, switch it off, and sometimes he'll show up at the door afterwards and sometimes he won't. That's chill, that's fine. Sometimes in the hallway, without you doing anything, he just teleports. He just leaves, and either he teleports to the door and kills you because there's no way you're reacting that fast in that amount of time, or he just goes away. It's like, what? I don't get it. And then it's like, and like you're hoping, like obviously you have the jam sequence, right? I've elected not to use it. I don't know if that's the most valid way, because I found that honestly, when I was using the jam sequence, it's not sustainable to keep on jamming, because it just makes the guys more aggressive, is the thing. It just makes them more aggressive, and then I'm forced to like, to have to deal with more aggressive versions of the hallway guys, who already have some of the worst timings ever. There's one in particular, there's Benny at 2 AM. Benny will show up like, I've had a couple runs that have just ended because Benny shows up right when the red mimic attacks for the first time, which is already a tight maneuver because you have to essentially wait on the right door for Bobby to show up, knock him out, and then instantly move over to the hallway to prep for the red mimic. And if Benny is there, that just doesn't work. Like, there's actually nothing you can do because you can't. Because when the Benny drains your flashlight like crazy, and also if he shows up at the mimic at the same time as the mimic, there's like basically a 50% chance you're dead. Because like you have to like, and it seems like they can also stack as well. Like sometimes like multiple people can enter the hallway at the same time, but the property will take the the property of how you deal with them will be taken on by the first person. So if you get like Maddie and Patty and then everyone to move in, that's really chill. But if Benny moves in and then everyone moves in, you're kind of dead, because Benny drains your flashlight really, really fast, and it's not enough to counter the facial recognition meter going up. And then it's like, yeah, I'd like, if I was getting consistent kind of victory runs, I would be like, yeah, let's do it, you know. But it's come to the point where I can't like, you know, expect to even make it to past 4 AM is the thing. Like, out of all the runs, if you were like do like a spreadsheet or whatever, or like a graph, like, you know, the vast majority of our runs will probably be gone before 3 is the thing. And then you have to, again, like, you have to hope that Chester's like, because like if the guys in the hallway just don't leave, then Chester gets in like an unrecoverable state, and then that means you're dead by Michael. You're either dead by Chester or dead by Michael at 5 AM. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice, and so it's like, I hate to give it up when we're so close to the end, but I literally can't keep doing it. If I do, I'm gonna lose my mind. I already have. This is actually the 3rd time I've recorded myself giving up on this run. I recorded that initially. I had like a 15-minute rant initially where I was getting no progress whatsoever, because I was using the jam sequence too much, and then that was a nightmare. And I switched to not using the jam sequence and got to about 4 AM, and then died to. And then I think, and I was kind of ready to give up. There, and I hadn't made it past Michael, and I was like, okay, you know, we did good, but we're not getting anywhere. And I've done another batch of attempts where I've just had some free time now. About a couple hours worth, and I got post 5, but again, that's one run out of like the last 100, dare I say, 200, 300, like, honestly, like, at the very least, at least 200 runs, and so it's one run out of 200 that I've gotten anywhere close to victory. It's just not sustainable. It's not sustainable for me to keep doing this. So we're going to call it. It sucks. I do also want to thank the developer for responding to my Game Jolt comments as well, really quickly, about Michael and the monitor anomaly. I do have a grievance with them though, not the developer, but with the mechanics, because the game doesn't tell you that. Like, I had to go out and ask, you know, how do you deal with this guy? And I never would have guessed that Michael required you not to be in the office, because there's 2 other characters that show up. It's like a circus clown guy, and then Shadow Bonnie, and they have the exact same like look that Michael does, with like the shadow in the corner, but they just disappear. They just kind of leave, and then Michael's the only one that can actually kill you. But nowhere does it ever say anywhere in game that you have to not be in the same office as Michael. And like, I have no idea how you're supposed to actually reason that in game, is the thing. And like, I think it kind of comes back to the core problem that I have with this game, because it does a lot of stuff good. I really, really like its story. The gameplay mechanics on their own are honestly kind of fine, and like, you know, it looks great. But my biggest problem is that the game just doesn't explain enough, nearly enough. It leaves you in the dark on so many things, and particularly when the characters are so inconsistent. I need every bit of information I can get. I need, you know, every single detail of how every single character works, because else I'm not going to be able to reliably do anything. And so when it's such a missed opportunity, I think, for death tips to be really, really useful here, particularly on night 8, when there's so many characters that can now kill you with the anomalies and stuff, and there's no way, like, there's no phone guy to tell you. Phone guy doesn't tell you, even with Leonard and stuff. Like, Leonard does stuff that does not get explained by the tip that tells you. Like, the tip that shows up at the start of the night just says, if he's in the hallway, turn off the lights, and if he's in the doors, look at him. It doesn't explain that he can just teleport, or that he does one attack after the other. It's not. It's just not fair. Is the problem? It's just not fair. Which sucks, is the thing, because I think with a little bit of polish and a little bit of tweaking, this game could be something really, really good. But it's just like, it just kind of ends up being kind of mediocre, I think. Because, like, on one hand, you have stuff that's really, really good. Like, I love the story. I love the, like, even, like, the environment. And even, like, the, like, honestly, Night 8, if you take out all the kind of, like, randomness, it's kind of fun, is the thing. Like, if I wasn't dying... Like, honestly, you could make Night 8 perfect if you just took out the other cast. Have Night 8 be a boss fight against Leonard and the Anomalies, and it would be perfect. I'm not even kidding. There is no reason for, you know, for Springy and Benny and Buddy and everyone else to be here again. Like, we already faced off against them in their hardest form on Night 7. And all Night 8 does then, by including them, is kind of retroactively make Night 7 feel worthless. Because you come out of Night 7 and be like, yes, I did this, alright, I'm going into this boss fight on Night 8. No, you're not. Everyone's still here, and there's a bunch more characters. Like, it's weird, because Night 8 even has the setup like a boss fight. You have one constant threat, and a bunch more threats that join every hour that are, like, temporary. And it's like, just have that be the night. Just have Leonard, like, be kind of maybe slightly more aggressive. Honestly, you could probably leave him as is and he would be fine. But just get rid of everyone else, is the thing. Maybe keep Chester or something. Keep, like, Chester and the audio guys and just get rid of the hallway thing. Because the jam sequence isn't nearly good enough to replace the homing sequence. Like, I find it's pretty much worthless. I find it's just... Like... Because the problem with the jam sequence is you can't know when someone's going to exist. Like, you can't know when someone's going to do something. So you have to kind of, like, hope, like, maybe, like I was initially stalling, like, Benny on, like, before 2 a.m. just to prevent that unwinnable situation I mentioned earlier, but, like, there's no guarantee he moves there, because they're not on their max difficulty, like the hallway guys aren't. So if anything, you're just better off not using the jam sequence, which, again, sucks, because you have an entire mechanic in Night 8 that you just don't care about, because it's just kind of bad. I think honestly it would have been better if it was like a decommission mechanic where you got to decommission them slowly throughout the night, and that way remove the threats as you kind of go on. I think would have been perfect. You know, if you really want to have the jam sequence mechanic, have it like permanently jam them, take a little bit longer to kind of recharge, but it's more beneficial for you to kind of get that jam going, because then they're out of the night for good. And that, you know, that makes it easier as it goes on and turns it into less of a kind of a nonsense fest and more of a kind of theatrical finale is the thing. But yeah, so that's probably enough ranting from me. So I'm gonna have to call it here. A bit of a downer to end on, but again, I can't. It's the thing with these kinds of nights that you have to know when to quit. Is the thing. It's nights where if you're not reliably getting anywhere, you just have to kind of like. You have to kind of give up. I think my rule of thumb going forward, I think, is going to be if I make it to like 5 a.m. and I play for another hour and I do not hit like 5 a.m. ever again, that's kind of a sign saying, yeah, there's something clearly like, you know, you're not reliably getting close to victory. So either you need to learn more, in which I can't because the game doesn't tell us stuff, or you give up, in which case we're doing the latter. So that's the end. I think we still did pretty good. I honestly, I didn't even expect to get to 5 a.m. And like, again, it's not impossible we come back to this. It's going to go in the backlog of all the other games that we kind of gave up on. Will I come back to it soon? Probably not. Is it out of the question forever? No, there's always a chance we do come back later down the line. But again, don't expect to see a winning run anytime soon. But to my knowledge, I am the only person that has uploaded Night 7 victory footage. As far as I don't think I'm the only person to beat Night 7. I'm sure the developer themselves beat Night 8. But like, as far as I'm aware, I'm the only person on YouTube to have beaten Night 7. And even attempted Night 8. I couldn't find, like, I searched for a bit and I couldn't find anybody doing anything. So at the very least, I'm proud we beat Night 7 and had that there. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Go check out the game for yourself, description down below, if you want to. I'd recommend you play until Night 5, and then probably, you know, if you're not having fun past Night 5, just stop, don't continue. I think Night 5 is a good ending point. It's a shame that we don't get access to the rest of the story that's locked behind this night, but them's the breaks. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. So have a good one. I'm TheProPlebNoob. Goodbye.